playoffs. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
I deserve that. It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where you burn that. 6 figures.
Come on, D. 44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. And we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Chubb, the ball carrier.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
At the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Mike 40, check, he's coming. Better bring. King. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring. Mike 40. It's going to be a long day.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And finding the tight end Hooper.
Mayfield.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
5.
From the gun, Mayfield. That's out to Chubb, complete. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but
yeah,
no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Just 3 catches in the wild card victory for him a week ago, and now he's got his first here, and it's good for a 1st down.
And the Broncos 1st down.
Carry now. This is Alvin Kamara.
Number 41.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He was taken down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On fourth down, Sam Martin is on to punt for the Broncos. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
15-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
49.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
Tight end Harrison Bryant, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Hey, alert 33.
Mayfield on play action. And this one's incomplete. Nick Chubb, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10.
40's mark, 40's mark. I'm here all day.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And all the way down to the 29. A big play there on 3rd down for the Browns. 43 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
35's the mic. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. 35's the mic.
Here's a quick throw out to Mims. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage.
You Mike 35, Mike 35. Me and you all day. I'm coming after you.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, out comes the Browns kicker, Austin Seibert. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
At 19-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. Escaping the pressure right. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Throwing now is Locke. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
Intercepted. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Check back 40. Check back 40. Hey, alert 33. Check 4. Check 4. Up left.
Mayfield off the play fake. They'll roll him out right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
From the 38, Mayfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The Browns on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Mayfield to throw it. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he is going to have a Browns first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. to throw, Mayfield. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down shy of the 25 that he needed. He'll be a yard or two short. Running for it. Here's Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, 26 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Seibert to kick off for Cleveland.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Give him 30 yards there. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. On the ground, this is Kamara. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
At the 48-yard line.
Now on 2nd and 13. Lock. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Shotgun snap to Lock. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Mayfield now. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
Mayfield.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Grant. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Hamler now on the return. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Throwing again on 2nd down. Locke flushed out right. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now Locke toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
A 47-yard attempt.
The kick by McManus is good. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It's a pickup of 7, and it is also the final play of the first half. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 21. He'll start with a give to Kamara. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Block working out of the gun. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Locke. Flush to his right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
And that was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's got his tight end Fant. And he will have the Broncos first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
Okay, ready, stop. Like 22's coming, 22's coming. They're going to need some things.
Locke going to throw. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
The ball carried by.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
First down, Denver.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Block. Sliding out of the pocket. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. From the gun. Block. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Here to his running back. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. He has been an integral part of the offense all season, and now in the playoffs he's carrying it over. Had the touchdown last week in the wild card game. Now his second TD of the playoffs.
Showing some consistency, and that's something that we have to keep in mind about the playoffs, because we often think you have to be spectacular in order to win. I think consistent is what you're looking for. That can get you to the finish line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Chubb with a first down carry as he'll get about 3 out of it. Make it 2nd and 7 coming up.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
44, Mike, 44.
They run it again with Chubb. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
At the 39-yard line.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. Bryant with a catch right side. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. They set up the screen to Chubb. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
Regular. Mike 40, check. He's coming. Check.
From the gun, Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out.
13.
You talk about a big kick under pressure in the fourth quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, if they'd missed that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield, so they had to be very confident that he was going to put that one through the post.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this, certainly a key moment in this game, trailing by 3, fourth quarter, with a spot in the championship game next weekend on the line. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
The 25-yard line.
Throwing again. Lock. This is the tight end Fant. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line.
Noah Fant.
A huge play there for Denver. 52 yards.
And the Broncos first down.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. A 10th carry for Kamara. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Lock. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Noah Fant.
From 19 yards away. And the Broncos have retaken the lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Broncos 17. Browns 13.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Browns take over 1st and 10.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 6.
Here's Mayfield. Now they go screen. It's complete. Chubb will have the first down and much more. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
35 to Mike. Push him back. Push him back.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he fires one incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant. But now it's third down. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
No, I can't go. Sometimes I
The Browns on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. And again, it's Mayfield. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. They get only 4 that time, as that leads us to a 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
35 the mic. Alert, alert, alert.
Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Number 26.
Safety Grant Delpit up to make the play. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And some space here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Alvin Kamara, 36 yards. And the Broncos will extend their lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a
and he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. good. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Is good.
Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, wow, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go, and that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off.
And it seems like they've been running uphill all game. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
5-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And there is a lot of shock in the stadium. The top seed, the favorites, really getting handled thus far in this divisional round and getting close to a disappointing one-and-done scenario in these playoffs. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Third and long for Mayfield. He's going to let it fly. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th